mama ini baby ako wacha ya wareni onso wanini pa asade pa wo fe oye kama embera ye abe ya ifuyana ama ya umano ama ya mama ati waya no ra ya mitata ya mana renga onso wanini pa sawa ya wanade kama embera ye abe ya ifuyana onso wanini pa asade pa wo fe
For all the latest news, sports, politics, entertainment, health, traffic, weather, and more, listen to Unity Morning with Opo National, the only morning show you need.
Okay, Busia for Mama Chema Kwaba Friday's edition of Anopa Bosuo and a freestyle. Said they are canon and a baby beer near Betana near Bobo, honey, I drink your home. Now I can't drink, now it's Waka Wadrin. What I say, Kalusha, Wufia, Manucho Maganda, Gaucho Margarita, and so Babi Dua Sisi. I said they did too many no. And then a budget no a reading a cost of Ghana. You better accept Kakrebi of the budget. Now the other issues are to us. Yeah, the Asadaka say Madano Auto Repairs, Nabian Barbering Saloon, Bigolu, Anochi Krum Suyat Etayechi. KM Raf Roofing, yin to new film, and a Rich Road to School, and a Raf G Man, so far Jamano Payamoache, and it is a umpum aye. Anopa the Abisa on the Sawapum to saying, wedding, Bibi a coso dear. We are in chairs from Kona de bro. Now a culture said, Abrabano, no matter the owner will be a Mawabamu, a bay, what I say, life, sanity, ups and downs. Won't you mean more Abrabono, Abrabi, be a cost smooth to Sadamau. To my ancient crank a crabby. By the kindest courtesy of a ritual to school. I say, don't quit. You're already in pain. You're already hurt. Get a reward from it. Don't quit. On say week when is a washa. You know you know can semban kakran. Do not quit. So because so quit here, not just a will lose you. You already hurt. You're already in pain. Also father that. Ade na unjina na unko na unya bibi free as a result. Now, you see, even if you are in a relationship, the person has already hurt you. Into why don't you stay? Kalusha Akwaba. Yeah. Abom design. Yeah, and a ritual to school. Motivational messenger. Or see any yeti for any asha for and chen say, man quit it because you're already in pain. That's right. You already hurt. That's right. So get a reward from it. Assembly mode, I saw footballer and a boxer. At the endurance no mu dada what I say nti say one more day no endure more now ka say I say some me America me honam I don't know honam say yo yeah dada and that's all when endure as the time goes on we training afi be kakra na afi why you good no I say kwame poku ni abeto ko USA be just how are you one round crowd now the that's why I bibia kama nti I don't know more they say don't quit. You are in pain. You are already hurt. So why not get a reward from the pain and the hurt now? Yeah, it's a addition. Even when you hurt, and I say if you are in pain, don't turn it to be negative. Turn it to be positive. Now they are shaping your lifestyle because in reality, lifestyle, everything that goes in our life, it's a learning process. Or a learning curve for us. Yeah. And they say when you get hurt, that's what my hurts. I take it better part of you are. Opo, when I say wow, what I'm saying, ukum that's a word. Ukum sunsun. Yeah, and she said, first one no baby now, no bano, that's where Jawa, and no Manchester, Sebio, Okwako show Wakof, and Alquakum. And Macron, I know sometimes. I'm receiving it. They're receiving it. And she said, "Bema be a show. Me kruna chiti. Me jam me boyfriend a chiti. Me jam. School no. Me suya dia grade we me nyame nkobio. Ade na den me nye bi ma wasting me time. Why waste your time there? Keep working on it and get a reward. I know na me bebre no. Nipa no say bibi sa tuna. Opo. That's all otrase. Now we a self assessment and a self evaluation. Now we say they be na me yeah. Ma sa no mo ina bae so
Now we are the same moment, and no bet me aboa. Now we say o kaka no ma bia na moye. Na bia o de upie de okwa na you know say o do be pie do ma oni agina say maybe do na say o hetiwa. Opo learning process, learning curve. Yeah, your one self evaluation. Na plus be won bia no. Now why so minus be won no year free minus there na e per classes. Now one of my class no amadu akọ anim. It's a powerful message pa. Or say don't quit. You're already in pains. You're already in pain. You're already hurt. Until don't quit. Manu Chakwaba. Maganda Gaucho Margarita La Molina. And then Friday freestyle. Exactly. One I do where to buy. TGIF. TGIF. Kind of way I come so the agent so actually penny for no. Now. Ya can we are na my college na ma we be mu class start for but my fan to etie for nim say na the budget ni tie late pa mon fan chain but I no so here because you say mamu the state of the nation munya the state of the nation but this is going to give you a picture of what we are going to see development and aban no enkontabu nsem ne nhyehyɛ ya waye for the next year ahead so nti Manu Akwaba. Yeah, we say a word of motivation we can do without. Nti Anopa Rich Auto School say say anano you can say grow through what you go through and then you can say cry and right there na say and right there na build up of what happened anano there no but then there no say don't quit. You're already in pain, you're already hurt, get a reward from it. Exactly. I mean, quitters never win, winners never quit. Once you quit, then you've lost the battle. At least you've learned ways not to make the same mistakes again, but at least the target should always be your focus. In this, what would be time on a test. And right, they're not stay patient and trust your journey. Yeah, trust the process. Yeah, I mean, we prepare one, we prepare crowd moja neba. But at the end you can still move moja neba. But you can still move your teeth without losing a lot of blood. Inti, what share net there now or Chelsea? Tesla mono. If you read about them, they didn't just get it once. They had 99 failures, but eventually they had it right. Until don't just let the frustrations on the journey let you quit. You keep focused, and I believe you will still ultimately get the results. Maybe I'm coming and so to be awesome. You just open your mouth wide. You being out, say wow, to win or fame. But at least because they were persistent, they were patient, and they kept believing. They were able to get the needed results. It's any kind of like gold. It has to go to a lot of refining to get it to be perfect. Say nyasa crashes on the way now, it will never be. You have a friend of friction. Your mom science no friction. There's no friction. It's no banner friction and bar. You see a lot of slips. Friction is supposed to resist, but once you're able to pull through, it will make you perfect. So don't quit. Keep the hope alive. Keep the belief. Be courageous and be patient. I think all these lessons for the week they tie into each other, and this is the crowning moment. That you know what? Don't quit. Make sure you stay focused, and at the end of the day, maybe a better, but you still get the desired results. So we call congregation, and as you say, school congregation they call it. That's a call them. That's a shot. You only see the nice part, but it's up burning candle at night on Daniel at the end. At least they never did quit. That is why they have the chance to throw their caps in the air. And also they feel that, and I say, so when you're in a position now to make go through, you are happy with yourself that you know what, it's not anybody who can do this. Yeah, you'll be proud of yourself. For now, there, just trust the process and don't quit. You get the needed results. Exactly. Baby, I will be a Francis Punamani. Hey, Francis, we didn't I just say, Osha that be training me on because they're doing Puna money, Puna. There's some chicha slabus. Exactly. Puna. Okay, the young Puna. Never be anything in Puna. No, let's say how to remember. Mekai. A chromo be friend Master Jesus and a buano. The Mekai some Baba Konon Mekai Puna. You man, the same Puna. The Dawedu. Babu, I'm forbidding Puna. Bezo Besse Francis D. Yeah, okay, good afternoon. Yeah. Lovely Friday. Yentumi amantem, but yebene den. Busia. And then on penny the budget be too dry. But who Worcester have my weather report no read down so see at Nancy Anopa no Yamamu who said the room tear. And we are a beautiful day. In fact, a couple of days, about 3 days or so. Now yeah, spring more official. Wow. Now say maximum temperature according to the forecast 59, almost 60. See I mean not 58. Two them high shit. Heat in the 58. Maximum will be 59. Now about 59 copy about 3 now drop to 56. 4 about 55. 5 54.
6 p.m. Crown 51. Lowest temperature in Ebenya 40. That will be around 11 p.m. And the 5 p.m. That is what the weather tells us. And the maximum temperature for the day,
56.
59.
59.
Yeah, 59. And our lowest about 40, but right now 58. You remember that we are almost in the max
spring.
for the day. Yeah,
Spring
beautiful day. As but Enra the near was 60s.
Yeah.
Enra was much better than
good.
today.
Yeah.
But whichever we know, we share
still good.
last
Very,
week
very
near the 20s. Honey, I didn't.
Yeah.
Not just it's still fantastic.
So well.
Yeah,
So well.
until we're having a fantastic week, and it will go through the weekend until you and your family more enjoy it.
Yeah, the good thing is it's a Friday too. It's a Friday, so you take the kids
and
out.
Another good thing, so they say vaccine, you know, they say hospitalizations is down, deaths is down. And
going down.
And
it's going down. Yes,
vaccine is
it's
going down.
going down. Yes, yeah. Go for
And
it's up. It's going
vaccinations are going up.
Yes.
So Joe Biden estimates and go vaccinate 1 million per day, but we overachieve that over 100%.
Yes.
Sometimes 2.5, sometimes 3 million, but average 2 million vaccinations a day.
That's good
in the US.
Yeah.
CDC the new guidelines about Yatana CNA freestyle. CDC the new guidelines about say keep up the pace as we are now. And then Biden to state of the nation. CDC say keep up the pace, vaccinations, social distancing, still wearing our masks and doing all the protocols, washing our hands and everything now. It be by 4th July no. Now for groups, not bigger groups, but smaller groups can start together without mask and stuff.
Families can gather and have some nice parties and stuff.
Barbecues.
Independence Day will be sweet.
Yeah.
So that Independence.
That's what Biden said that and I'm also more trying Biden 1004 no we're signing NRA. IRS say very soon, possibly next week there. No, sir, until I'm say possibly next week. Almost say possibly next week. Yeah, we're signing. So it has been signed into law. And now what would be our kind? Uti Biden address now can we're signing into law. It was supposed to be signed today, but as I said, Nyame Yadoma House of Representatives at the Koto Nepono Tem earlier a day earlier. Inti was signed. Inti sa wo hwehwe 2004. Nyame Yadoma if you neko start to check your accounts. IRS probably will start issuing checks today and then Friday and answer from Monday. But like I said, possibly by next week there. I mean, could see next week Friday there. Now be more omo esho musike nim na but almost almost started with those who have direct deposit on their accounts. They say file tax na say uju sika direct na bro check. Yeah, they'll start with those and then they'll begin with
direct.
My entire DJ Prince Paul. DJ Prince Paul, the finest DJ in Worcester.
Wow.
DJ Prince Paul. Big ups to you, bro. Yeah, that's it. For taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us. DJ Prince Paul.
DJ PP.
DJ
PP.
Worcester's finest.
Exactly.
DJ Prince Paul. Yeah. Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa Bosuo in Friday's edition freestyle. Malucho.
Yes.
And then the echo. You have budget briefly.
Yeah.
Now you were catching and penny for no. Now you catch. I dear back when I may pass your share. I value
Before
oh, vacancy. Vacancy.
Our friends are non rim. I'm saying, yeah, so no,
State of the Nation's address. No,
he has very interesting perspectives. One of these days, Mr. Try no enter, no share with us. They're very good morning.
And I'm a person. I dear back when I say a Cassica was some near budget in a buy. No, I dear back when you share and value
for money.
For money,
yes,
value for money. You better project and a cashier near Bob, but Sika bind the babet to your name. Our Mashebe Jeffie, edgy approval from Parliament. Never ya buying a budget no, says Sikano project no, and no you man omoye. Value for money, and no nene, me pesa yeshe. Because
and I think I know NPP campaign strongly on that against NDC. Say, I mean, they've done well. Terminal 3 near the Hospital extension.
And Dubai,
Dubai near the. And I remember Honorable once I say, I remember we have shows and can greatly say that is the problem they have. Say Terminal 3 no more but it could be done with 90 million a year in 270 million, 300% overboard. So I think it's an interesting perspective. I see, I should say, were they able to curb it? Have they done it, or has it gotten worse? And these are veritable questions at the right time, never can. So I think it's in the proper direction that we shouldn't be fixated and fast say, oh, you won't say any one. but comparatively, are they in good standing? Price in a year could have more have been done, and I think that is. And me, luckily, I'm in the construction industry, so I know a lot what happens in there, in terms of QCT analysis, quality, cost, time. Ghana, most of them are obeying, wanting to people who should be gatekeepers and they will tell you to add more because you want to achieve more than we can normally have in life. If you believe in life, someone would that. But I mean, it's an unfair world. Those who think it's fair and end up in mental hospitals because they were too fair. They were playing too fair. But in a bigger scale, it doesn't help us as a country. People are suffering. People are dying. There are still no bets. Ras Mubarak had an interesting bit about Nigeria or Troy in the Oko Kolebu or Numpono opportunities are. He nearly escapes 1 year, like he said, in the Nana Bane Waswa. It tells you that value for money is very important. That some sectors are suffering, dying, Kwashako areas because Obi Idisika Baby he's not really worried. We are not really making sure that money is well spent. At the end of the day, we are a third world country. There are lots of things we have to be looking up to. Yeah, back when is getting young for the gum bottom to save their slave queens and just their families. It's cause for a lot of concern and alarm. I'm happy you've gone to that direction.
Kaluja.
Opo skasema Kenya. Baby I'm pa na am for many show no. Ghana. Omudia abropa ne sa that DCE, MCE, directors, CEOs of chief directors now, government in the constitution institution now. Scan forms no. Opo omudie wu pa. I want inflation, inflated figures in abano. And I'm this scarcity in about because some percent 10% now. Yeah, I come for say if you say buano. And no credit
na obi betimi akasa obo Ghana dey say obi
and credit say sa directors no because our directors here mobile me fan say na a story about you say ya sake national lottery boss no by all means government say government institution ba ko point you be na akwa director inside nipa kro no ba akwa director no ba ko face kan nsu ye and so food for thought nti opo say the ministers na area here some ministers no yes an commune yan kohwe sa omo implement here more form no sa CEO ni directors for no opo mudi ewu papa because anu na government appoint you mu because momo ni public scrutiny ni nti omo so mudi eche no mudi nsemo and omo diska left from right opo ye be betra there ye enye political bias o asem no wa ana ye ka me MPP ya de a me meka omo anya de papa me so meka and this for no maba no maba at the money meka MPP for ba omo so this for anya de papa ye beka ye de transfer e be say ye omamba pa
ye dwene Ghana dwene political
party your political affiliations quite
taking extreme stance. You know the other people who do what we do the omo de na it say omo take extreme stance when one party is in power and omo criticizing, but when the other is in power there omo cronies ni omo. We don't do that. All we do is we talk Ghana's interest. They hear Ghana, they bebo ama Ghana.
And your po me sa the directors na make no say value for money no e bet ma koya sa directors na omo asan for kasa bi o say oriented the chire no omo no they are worse offenders. Nti hono so ye hwe ya isika no mbe na po me na madwe me kasi ne say mfa say Worcester kwan omo ye wa hai. It's a secretary for almost a secretary for rules or for development no or the kwan kwa komo bia or hokwa 10% ana nka no chere bechin because I know journalists no ebi mu sheda
no I had his own dominions I know
come and tempt you let's go now there
I know yes ukojina obi osa wo pe 10% na wo kana nipa na ukojina kwa ba report
Opo na de o me nkra se o boy say enye yiko mbabo modin na nkakra no mo expose wa na o munya fast de bebeto a we Ghana no betu akwa investigation o say obi akwa 10% no ni asan afa on journalism no ayefo Ghana opo ayefo ko adanyafo because anyafo a nka obi tumi kokotran radio so na ye de akra de be hye na afunu nti ye the money we are the thing is not going to last for that long. The thing is not going to last that long. Now, Ogusua no ya no ma emfata. what I say. And what you are saying is say almost like a seminal. Almost like a seminal. Say almost like a seminal. Say almost say you want to buy a sika seminar. Opo. I say almost no matter 2 years. Now journalists make us say human and koyeno. I say you have to put a friend say form. Now political affiliation and yes kaka cry by the mama ebia in box for ebia a year. Now this ask more in a year now. Opo no abusha from media could say. Skabia e de mama send me some come journalist pa nanka.
Now when you journalist.
Let me see journalist will be my mama ska. Yes, I can you.
Okay.
My buy 2 million.
Yeah, Mama share budget ne kakra, except of the budget ne kakra bi ne. Na ye share budget ni wi a. Na afi ya ba be hwe kwan ben na e be fa so a aban no sika sema odi abetu yanim no. Obema ye value for money because eno ne ade ba ko a Ghana e high pa value for money. Say aban akase ye koye kwantimpon we aban akase ekusi school down we aban akase contract we bonze ye be wie kwan eni nansa na kwan no motutu adan a contractor ni sika esese nke de ma no no de ye adwuma no e ma adwuma no ye papa no say sika na fa kodi minister bi botum e fa kodi procurement officers ene mpanimfo mo hwe ma ne saka contract no. Those are some of the things that ene ye hwe Manujo. What really touched you budget na ne omampanin ema ns minim sa Ghana biasi abakusem da for the first time chairman sabonsu
yes
and the king kind budget no
yeah
na uhu clearly say minim me impression na minya any say I say or try say he was over impressing because in the reading no drew baby on say this is a budget.
Yes.
It do baby who read here. As a say my punctuations ni year jumana your reading will be colored.
Yes.
But on say no call fast. He was pacey, but I don't blame him because enye jumana no. Why are there?
Yes.
Any Ghana abanse 100 billion obatampa program unprecedented investment in our economy. 100 billion US Ghana cedis and a coronavirus pushy deficit and debts to worrying levels. Ghana is a coronavirus no.
Yes, say worldwide, but I think he's speaking Ghana.
Yeah, Ghana.
Coronavirus when they are affected, countries are intertwined. Into our green principles say estimated revenue development need to be affected. It's just like you said, no. It's interesting. Emma, you see where we are now.
Ghana debt stock says here.
Yeah, I rise it. Yeah,
I had 291 billion Ghana cedis.
It could be a decabat.
For phone here. For phone here.
It could be a decabat. The extra and it's getting worse. I mean, first and they make Kaipa those times. In this time, they are around 150, 160. So it looks like. There's a lot of talk about the fact that cost, but others have been attributed to dollar no until we are Ghana citizen because it cannot cry no share equivalence na until sometimes they want to deal with the dollar, but you have to be a proud country of our currency too. So I like the whole idea. So I say let's leave it at what people be comfortable with. You have not before phone or my convert. Yeah, something until you want to make it more interesting for them to appreciate Sikana Yebono. But still crying, it doesn't really help because but Ghana there are a lot of money. You are in a country which will be 10 cedis, $2 in point. Best man hope for 3 or 4 days. So it tells you that there it's on the low. So just like you said, the budget should have told us where we are going, and priority areas on person said here. And I think the priority areas get more interesting. Like workers of Batampa, I mean year of roots in Adeno. As some baby say we are in the year of roots in Adie. I did back material when 200 and divided by 5 6.
51 billion US dollars.
Exactly, divided by 5. I think it's
5.6.
Easy.
Yeah.
5.6. So let's say 55 billion. 50 billion.
51 billion Ghana. $51 billion dollars.
It's still a lot of money, a whole lot of money, but developing country that's expected. So one area about Ampana Mama say they'll really put in, but sometimes now quite a talk shop. We hear some of these things very, very well. the money will be raised, and these are priority areas. Fine. In the past, more free SHS until we say construction, and they were not really top notch. But this time around, already declare your second year of roads. The first year did not go too well as far as you are concerned. The major ones were not even completed. And about quite a year, me them see a way no. A baller or say
yeah, we'll come to that.
Yes,
See a budget 10 pesos.
Yeah, for baller tax, which it's interesting.
So the government will be picking up ballers, right?
Yes,
Trashes,
yes.
just like it is here.
Yes.
Per anti-tax, no. I will read a little bit about it, but the government of Ghana has instituted a sanitation and pollution levy, SPL, to accrue revenue to keep the environment clean. Now, caretaker finance minister Osechi Mensah Bonsu made the announcement on Friday today, March 12, 2021, when he delivered the 2021 budget. He said, notwithstanding the progress that we have made in the areas of sanitation and pollution, there is still a lot more to be done. The Minister of Parliamentary Affairs listed listed them as follows. 1. Improve urban air quality and combat air pollution. 2. Support the re-engineering of landfill sites and PON and OT. 3. Support fumigation of public spaces, schools, health centers, and markets. 4. Construct poorly managed landfill facilities. Construct Number 5, 0.5. Construct more sustainable state-of-the-art waste treatment plants, both solid and liquid, in selected locations across the country. 6. Construct waste recycling and compost plants across the country. 7. Construct more sanitation facilities to accelerate the elimination of open defecation. 8. Construct final treatment and disposal sites for solid and liquid waste. 9. Provide dedicated support for the annual maintenance and management of major landfill sites and other waste treatment plants and facilities across the country. And 10. Construct medical waste treatment facilities to prevent generation of infectious diseases, especially under the coronavirus treatment program. He said, Mr. Speaker, these are all very critical investments that have to be made for the benefit and dignity of all Ghanaians. These will ensure sustainable sanitation management, improve the quality of life, and reduce the number of deaths and diseases from poor sanitation. To provide the requisite resources to address these challenges and fund these activities, the government is proposing a sanitation and pollution levy of 10 pesos on the price per litre of petrol, diesel under the Energy Sector Levies Act, ESLA.
In principle, and I think it's good because we share one major problem. I think one thing I realized about this budget is a lot of tax components won't pay, but we didn't say that after we break it.
No, I say. Your friend is saying, let me read. I said the government is proposing a sanitation and pollution levy, 10 pesos on the price per litre of petrol. It is going to, you see, these are some of the things that petrol, diesel under the Energy Levy Sector Act. Obia Unchi car or Ghana. There are some people who don't drive, they don't buy petrol. What about them?
No, they'll still pay because commercial cars, it's invariably in a chain reaction. Driver no be cheap. I'm only hoping that 10 pesos will be accumulated.
I don't know, but Ghana, your taxation system near poor. Why? You see, we always put levies. Also, this same petrol levy. You guys say, Muhammad is one recovery.
Esla.
Emma Nanadomo at the campaign class. The purpose has been achieved. I didn't think as I did also, but Obai and also when you see, these are some of the things. I didn't you fall levy bia. Na ye dia yemfa nkoto petrol so a na ye dia akoto mo ye adwuma ka. Why can't we expand our taxation system? Because me call Ghana na no igura no me hu say bi mu yiso abobo ya ne ade a nana ye nua na asabre ba bia na ote no na ye be fa mo bola me say weekly or say 3 days ba abobo ya bi na be fa and then they pay. So but to see who propose levy, which is a very good levy, provided the value for money in question na ye cannot, because ye can see a GG's car or airport $150, $150 na ye hu some appear. levy ni the omo be gyo but see I did levy no be ya dia says ye dia no and only problem and my second point is say Abano hasn't he narrowed the scope of taxation because a baller the obi aye baller ade na te say the ejiji your friend is saying KMN AMF for ejiji to oni ade no why can't we try to do that household if you are saying to me ejiji per resident if you are bia wa wo hwe fie so na wa wo ti fie chirkroma house to house Busumi na say obi atua 10 cities 100 cities per household. Why can't we do that when they sign the petrol? So?
I think they can see, but I accept the petrol one. Do you know why? Because the principle is that Ghana there are lots of debt around. Bola, Dokro, and Party. In principle, we need to find a way to remove that canker.
We all agree to that.
It has been there over
we all agree to
10
that.
to 15 years or 20 years. Maybe I'm if by contact market circle
we agree to that.
You wonder. But the problem I have with going household taxation system is then you have to
expand it.
Yeah, expansion that the president spoke about it. Okay, I say Ghana card no to be linked to your TUNEIN, to be linked to your passport in the larger picture is there that to do that in the chroma no, how does it work? Because to be our number. Into they will find a way to take their monies from you unless you don't do jobs.
And what are we doing?
The first is to link. Direct tax, yes. Yes. Direct taxes.
So indirect tax, say Ghana no commercial vehicles, most of the population.
But is that how it should go? Obioti. Baby, I own Froka. You know, be an Afuka.
No, but the point is, I work as a ball at the end. Obe Fuka at a point in time. Commercial car.
Point in time.
But
you can't tell me.
Urban centers, villages.
Say national, media national.
Village building. So, what's your point? Let's say tax we know commercial vehicles will not be taxed or Obi only car will not.
No,
only effects on so I said.
Manu Chutio. Yenina Wahai. Tisi as a whole Ghana, now could be 3 months or 4 months or 2 months. Auto petrol more because a per liter taxation.
Exactly.
Per liter, and the more petrol you buy, the more you pay for sa levy.
Exactly.
But obiso obebia on froka mo so kra na tumura nigu. Ada na to me expand the taxation system. Ada bia ye fa tax bia petrol so near the cotton.
Because at the end
how many people drive in Ghana? And of course, who can me? Are you telling me that they are going to increase lorry fare?
That is where you should ask. That is 10 pesos. So what really happens? But commercial car
is the same.
Obiafubiano, you invariably pay to say that Obiawa because commercial vehicle no koto cry better no. And they the TUC near the end so maybe this differences can be absorbed now, but later no it will still come into effect because commercial vehicle or quarter credit to Kumasi no he will be charged. What will take care no you have to also pay in a way. But you see, the argument will be that it's just 10 pesos.
It doesn't still.
No, that's it's for penny bit. That's how you feel.
That yes, for peso. Make me feel.
Those who have cars to pay. No, but you have to. I mean, I don't understand you. That's why my mom
just now. Can see scope here narrowed. That's what I said. What the scope? I didn't think I said top petrol nkwanso. Obi a wo Ghana bi and they use petrol. I know some people. I know some people they don't omo for car. Also, obi o bicycle. A lot of people in my area or bicycle or the kwe jumaba.
But those people, no, technically,
how they almost obey trash be? They are citizens. Chrome to say, would you pay Stabaya so? Yeti Medicaid, yeti. Everybody pays. Not for 1K, Medicaid
taxations. Okay.
For said you're running
insurance.
Healthcare system. Yeti ubia. Yeti I didn't necessary. Maybe problem ni say. Yeah, taxation. You narrow too much. To a certain area targeting certain people.
No, because they still take taxes for way for the ball and you pay income tax na the market in Yano. They are there. Yes, Ghanaian
take tax for ball and what is the sense?
No, you only want to increase it. Says it's Yano. And make us say COVID health levy nyaba. The COVID-19 health levy. So virtually, I think it's only an expansion and no better way than fuel. Because invariably, a lot of people in Ghana use fuel one way or the other. Would say crash if you don't want you see there, you can agree that you don't even need to pay because you want payable when able as you can. Into what Accra there, notice Amasaman, we more Accra Central there. At least so car back, no be a lot of garbage. Then you go back. See, and my interest will be such increases, how it will not really affect. So Rebecca said, Rebecca said, per liter, the 10 pesos. That
is the point.
Also, more.
That's what more.
That is where but discussions will go on.
Okay. Me from Chikrom to Tech. Me 10 pesos. Okay. Yeah, the baller levy aba, sanitation levy aba. Nti me na me driver no. Me to 20 gallons 10 gallons a day the adwuma. Now they see 10 gallons no 10 pesos per liter, not per gallon, remember.
Exactly.
Nti me 10 pesos per liter for 10 gallons or 20 gallons or maybe per day.
Yeah.
Missy cannot sort it. Do you expect me to keep my fare at the same point?
I expect you to increase the price. I'm catching you. The interest will be TUC, Pro to Ania. They should make sure that it does not really, people don't take too much advantage of it. But at the end of the day, so you have 10 pesos to take. I expect you the 0.2 be better to swam. So that at the end of the day, it's per liter. Per liter means that a gallon are soon. I bet me I 30 pesos, 40 pesos. Yeah. That is into say Accra to Kumasi. I bet me I 100 cities, 200 cities. So invariably, the TUCs and coach should find a way to take those little money. So me driving my car, I'll still have to top up. So I think fuel there, they are there to fuel. So sometimes it helps. We are per household, and it's really good. You can find a way that per household still bet you VAT and which VAT and what so health insurance we are say here. So in principle, no, I think it's a fine way of looking at it. But as to whether it will be enough to clean the filth out of the town and our cities, and then we can have another debate. But in terms of putting 10 pesos on fuel, I think it's one of the best ideas. Maybe I'm a idea. Talk tax, fuel tax, you can't escape from it. There are some taxation systems. I want to like here. No, some people will say,
I'm not saying that I'm in disagreement. I mean, it's ultimate point in that.
Drive it
I'm not saying that we have to expand. So what's the tax? Maybe point in is that we have to expand the scope. Oh, yes. That is our problem. But how so that has been there be as the same area now. Yeah, finance expert. We will see a lazy approach to taxation. A lazy approach to taxation because you are relaxing in him. So petrol there will be a better amount for better petrol near their fall. Messing for Ghana, messing for year Juma or Ghana. Obi to me a quarter block day no Ajibia 80 cities. Or yeah Juma the whole week now on Yeska saying those people the Biamekasa same way said those people messing year Juma on tax.
Those people me call Italy they had a fine system. Under the table jobs. Yes.
That's exactly what I'm saying. No, under the table jobs. What's say under the table jobs? Illegal. Yeah, chew. But America. In Italy, under the table or Chroma Biwaha. People do under the table. By a chew. We are doing Ghana.
Let me explain to you.
Explain what?
What I'm saying to you, Paul, sometimes.
You didn't
the point. You see, what they do is that a blind man can probably clean with here here. Maybe a day's 2-hour job. 2-hour job, no your man bet $30. Some fanco. So what really happens in this case? The back will be a gift card of maybe at $3 or Walmart. Into a banner woman at $30. Now why just our gift card? Then you later present it as part of also taxes are which here, and it's working perfectly because where I'm bringing this is a Messi and old chairs a Messi and Kobejo machine and member 30 cities in part. We should find a way to tax that 30 cities.
And you remember 30 cities beer.
Oh, you give a day's job or 30 cities are watching Obeko. Kalisha if you are 30. Say, how do we tax that money? Because me as a person, me the 2 hours you probably told me pipe and no pipe standard money. No, those ones we can say no dear. We can find ways. Construction companies.
We do or we can.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, no. Why I agree with you that your tax netting is shallow.
That is my
why because you need numbers in there to help. Sometimes I don't want to make I say how it is. I have to say Ghana. The only difference is that you have a unique number which identifies you everywhere you are in this country. But Ghana said any share that new one. Ghana so for the future. That's why we are doing the Ghana card. Matisa more resume. So I'm hoping that
you show so now a Francis they to say Ghana card no guys here so the
you know why? Because in principle no me from my lay point of view you see a we na synchronizing on na cautious system you to me we are part. That's what they said to me. Maybe someone say Ghana authority no national education authority NIA no mo say na me say why is a card in here
as a card no here no I don't know, but yeah card. It is a Ghana, you card, the nation was synchronized.
Good. Do you know why their system? First, they can say online system. And what they did was that Omutu Vana no more Kaneshi, no more Koyen. So virtually they couldn't do an online system. We are no online. So then they are updating. What I'm saying is we know on the same page.
You critique online. You critique online. Now na wako omatuka aba kaneshi no ma ye no difference in anything.
Nya waka na kam no on the same page. Me call no before I traveled. Na me koka chom asanka dey the online nti anka me ye wa hampo na so bia e bi otakra dey a. Me kwa me dey no akra headquarters. Me had the opportunity madam for bi na me call. Luxury nti me go so bi no pojam be bia na say Ghana there. Escafo nya na easy so they don't appreciate your problem because me call a crisis bi wa shamano. They were struggling hustling just to do a Ghana card. But I walked into a place within 10 minutes I was giving coffee. I did it. I'm saying this is Escafo na so Ghana paying for this what they enjoy. So they don't see our pain. But behavior and bisa man say why are we not doing an online system? And my able Accra and Mekota Accra they will quickly tell me that no, you have one already because what you are doing now no be which may two. Because what you say is that you don't expect everybody from Kaneshi Mataiko and places to come to your end. So what you are doing is that you are going to them to rather do it. And by doing that, there are some places that are on the internet. So they make sure that they take the advance there and they do the registration. Then they come to the office and they are now inputting it into an online system. I'm only telling you what he told me happens in Ghana, that they don't have that internet space now. And it's a deficiency. I appreciate what you are telling me, but I'm only telling you how their system is working there. That he said for the Ghana card, Ghana no. He said
I will try and get
it will be interesting because as we sit here now,
this doesn't make sense to me. No, card
I agree.
See, this is my point. Card card is a unya tour. In as much as illegal, it shouldn't be a problem.
Why shouldn't it be a problem?
The problem is if you are Chrome has say minimobia. Okita, a friend is saying, driver's license too. What do I say?
Different names.
No, and that is where no Bebaso says Okita too. Nay, they say you have the same IUC or whatever.
This
they say.
Let me finish. The same.
Yes, America said. Then something is not right. Then you na Muslim digitization na Muslim diaba. Digitization prevents fraud. Any theft identity, any double identity. No, but some of the banners say untumi nye to the point is me open national me to me I back Kumasi with a different name and come to Accra. No, my baby. For now, that is what is happening. What is the point?
So for now, Sana AC into say omo accepting it now. Obi to me be not the bank acquire transaction and the kojopuku. My sister me details now. The picture is just me. Into CC no mun to me synchronizing. You to me accepting the card as a national ID.
Also, for no National Identification Authority for no say omo to me synchronizer. No, because I want to find out that what I know is that this time they say me krebia and your online system you able to me year say me come be na me year they can easily get it. Do you get me? Like voters ID they manage to do it still it has its own issues, but the idea is that voters ID there I call one system duplicate names na there you to be jail or money there because to ye be later and synchronizing and say oh you did double registration there it's virtually ye be film at least you can trust it be a 50-60% efficient. But with the Ghana card system now no obi a be tamale no aye be water there they've not had a system that has synchronized it. I mean that's why I'll be happy if you call one person too. I'm not trying to defend them, but the reason why I feel that Ghana no almost say it's not a recognized card because on him say even me, Ghana won't you use what the call bank Yanji Ghana card or Ghana. They didn't take it at a consolidated bank. Made the Ghana card call. Mama say no, it's not accepted. Me, you see me, I away voters ID and I'm a driver's license and I'm a passport. Let me finish. No, but I have
I get you. Even me, I couldn't use my Ghana card in Ghana. ECOWAS card will be with you. Me to be the average show. No,
Nzanya Kuwaska. I don't know.
ECOWAS card. Stand your friend. You trust ECOWAS card. No, about Republic of Ghana also. Yes, and should I Ghana card? ECOWAS card.
Yeah, sir. You're more Ghana a part of ECOWAS.
Card no card there. It is called an ECOWAS card.
Other West African countries.
ECOWAS card, but you trust the Republic of Ghana. That is how the card is. But what they call your transactional or monje, they will tell you that we don't want this card. Can you give us your driver's license and ABB? And then the understanding is that driver's license has been synchronized. Obi kura driver's license for Ghana. Woko baby, they can have access and do everything for you. But Ghana card for now, no, the authorization company no with synchronization in way. Which for me, I agree with you that is bad. You say any year and can say online system because we take it biometric, we take it BBR and can be you pet na my enter system no. Me kwaya passport to crap they can easily check from their end that okay, what Ghana card or Mobi okay, can I see it? Nanka na papa pani ayama. That is the level we should be going. Nanka, you don't even need a voter's ID card to go and vote. Say Ghana card age more Ghana. All you need is your number. Okay, no about unique number China. Nanka odon sa to so. Where I am always praying that you be do one. I think Ghana, that's the level, Anka. You to me do one pay. Things there'll be visibility. People can even take loans easily because what quarter no business before you are allowed to do online stuff business. You have to put your hand on a verifying machine. You understand? You need to add anything. The whole country is be more loan crap osro. What are they should be all crown number or we no quite now. If the tennis and I have experiences. 2 friends or motor car from Kofo, and it was under bizarre circumstance. They get to the bank, pay we go to the car, and up till now the person never had his money. These are experiences people are getting it in Ghana. Well, so in principle, no, Ghana card, you see, is one thing I'm always praying for. That's my little travel in UK, China now they are more unique number. BJ number, mama, mobile phone number in China, be the card quartoso, and say, yeah, mama number. Even on no, but you see, you say UK advanced. UK is well advanced.
Not China advanced.
Not the be card make actually still be
no, but China advanced.
China is all one.
China
exactly. Oh, no, it's advanced, but still not like here and way down there. I can probably tell you. This is only UK.
Be a observation no.
China, but no, we see
Chinese,
because Chinese when I was there, I saw one. No, I saw one. Who two are? Sometimes the second one.
Chinese people will also tell you, say, in terms of IT
development.
No,
they are not. Me, I've been there.
You've been there, so you don't know anything about China. You don't know IT.
If I don't know anything about China,
you don't know that.
I've been there. I'm giving you hands on. I don't know anything. Let's go on.
Uko baby, and I just say unim in depth of technology.
In depth. I've been there, and I'm telling you that in terms of technology, everything, they are not like developed countries. Their problem is
you don't know that because
only about 1.4 billion, so billion, so they have their own challenges.
Let's look at it this way. The fact that Mako China and Mako Italy, I just passed through for a couple of days.
Oh, you think I passed through? I stayed in China for 15 months.
Fine, but it doesn't. Then now intelligence being then now when China hasn't developed.
Ask me that make sure the card in a binimobi, baby no soon be why because
America China influencing elections. We say China
no, because there are many. They are a bit of
they have developed in terms of technology. There, I will never agree with you. So I say China develop way. I will never. I'm being very frank with you because Putin and China, they told America, say you brought the game and we've beaten you to your own game. In terms of technology, America tier to about Russia and China and all we see China and interfere, we see Russia and interfere. And in terms of IT there, China, it's a big giant in the game. China and developing the IT, and they mean to us. The fact say everything you say China.
I'm giving you an answer.
No, that's your opinion, but I won't buy that.
Okay, if it's an opinion, let's go on. If you feel I don't have that gut right to tell you what's happening to me there.
Let's go on. But means gentum and they say will be on right
to so
access.
Let's go on.
Yeah. I mean, China develop.
But obi remember I say now what you could do bronzer. Because I say develop here.
And make us one said there are some arguments. There are some simple arguments I'll be to me and there are some factual arguments be how me I always say argument be
technological advancement in technological advancement in chess will be interfere with will be elections no advancement technology advancement
tell me bet me what they explain see
me say bet me I make a factor what I say bet me a factor but then
what's the technological advancement in
no me say
and I don't want to say
no me say
US and China hacking
no be hack be a year obi friends a system that's what our advanced in technology
I didn't know catch me Kalusha na say who ye technology guru na me timi krum na me Ghana na ya be hacke American intelligence. Can we do that? You've got to have super knowledge to beat somebody to their game. Yeah, fraud the SME your bar me a bema na there will be a boon on the chess wa advance you. But China is a big tech. China is a technology. No, let's be
when you're talking about hacking, it's about controls.
Controls them.
Controls controls are they are using.
Say I'm not here. Who bet me?
Open education now.
You be some question.
Open education now. Cyber security, you know, if we be technical controls, if we be operation controls, and the management controls. What I say, and she said, Nipano, if you are technical controls, you will be access control.
No, you embassy by your full education. Let me point and say, you can't tell me say China and developing technology. No, I won't buy that. Simple. And you know, oh, the NAT, oh, the is the kind. Are you backing money?
Remember, so no, also development. No, access. Obi access. You say, answer na wo or na you know nyai no. Answer na obi nyabire say what we want. That was a factor. Or the NT. Me point to say.
Let's go on.
China there. I mean. Okay, say China developing in technology. And your population, not about population. Now Russia population.
You see, I didn't even say they are not developed. I was giving you an example. Some of them. I didn't say they are not developed.
China, same so. Anya China common idea. You deviate Ghana card no.
The Ghana card no. You Ghana card no. Or the Ghana
taxation.
Taxation.
Yeah, now make us an expert. I was listening to one expert who said, "Say Ghana, yeah, taxation, a lazy way of taxation, lazy approach." Obi oya expect.
No, expect, but
on say obi ko oya expect it can also na adwen. Ba
opo let me come. Meba I say what I say. We obo me Messi na that they from handy workers. What I say. Now we are handy worker. We are self-employed. The self-employed no my in the system is say year no. Obaji usika nyina na wa kwaji 1099. Now that follow. Would have followed task. Now Ghana, you are now can confirm our commerce.
Missing for the carpenter for near them.
Sir, you know, in young register.
My question is
tax system until say you're broadening a scope.
That is what I'm saying, sir.
And I'm just saying, and also I say gradual process.
Gradual.
Then you gradual process.
Who am fiesa now there?
And I say,
into the ben number person Ghana, best sorry,
sorry, what they are saying is say a sango for cry can registration abbey. Almost registration.
I'm getting confused.
They have to be.
The ben number person Ghana, I'm sorry. Now gradual process.
Say no, sorry. But what is happening right now is say the and koye. Because obi a Messi, no be a farmer. And what's gonna say has a farmer will be
a carpenter for our handiwork. I just say be a omo here under the table said na manucho can need license. But Krumha, so you're licensed handiwork at said your kana or your carpenter, electrician, or your whatever. One, we are registered with the city and state. So, Okoye Juma, Oko Pulu license permit from city no akwakoye. Your license gets renewed, and every year, just like you were saying, you filed your taxes. What's my point? You filed your taxes. But Ghana no, obi kusuya Juma wiya. Or we na Juma, no answer or Juma no ye no just cannot go to this same person so or trika. Or drive for kwan so or you say opesa ban ye way opesa ban ye way enti you see say kase de bia na Dubai one thing he said he was going to do Baumia being in charge was digitization of Ghana's economy. So enti these are some of the things now you expect even Ghana card I can once I'm say Ghana card the cry up till now manuchu so the call banker yanyi. What should be the point? How many years na esa card keke Ghana? How many years must it take for us to finish? How many years must it take for us to be able to use card no purpose in TIS card no carpenter for ne mason for us ken. How long has this thing existed in Ghana? Painters, carpenters. Ghana abayin beji tax obi koye kaya yo. You see the problem I have? Obi koye kaya yo. Nya na no na Dubai ka say oyi kaya yo for tax you say there everywhere. KMA for timi chi obi no margin niama. Kaya yo swan niama di obi echi ani ama no bi a 10 cedis kwa le se makoka dodo 2 cedis 3 cedis 20 1 pesos kan kwa me nimu bo obi koto mason no aye block obi timi koji contract na waye or a contractor. No, a year. And the manager was talking about a contractor. Say contractors in the area constant money. I didn't they say big corporations. How many the government would register. But individual contractors, how many nam Ghana? So many that you and I know. They make so much money. But Kaya yo kotwa deje 2 cedis ane KM need to be gene pine. Now catch them say it should be gradual. How long they take it to get there? Now expert say your taxation system need a lazy approach. I will say Nadjin saying this is a practical idea or the prove say this are some of the things we should do.
Lazy now okay. Lazy okay. They say a messing for you can register until acquire a better so
why Juma why necessary
your mind you know
taking
long now mechanism crowd with the tone say I can't say taking
Manucho so see that as a window permitter to me track no more better down who say produce your permit. Why can't they be arresting these people or messing phone and tell them say everybody should register? If you messing here, you should register. Say regional or districtor. Say metropolitan why can't they be making these people responsible and register them? Because one say Manu there's or a civil engineer, so he knows much about what I'm saying. Obi to me here what Juma no I charge you. Ebi also want to friends war. No I charge you be 10,000 Ghana cedis. Which is like 100 million.
Yeah.
No I wa fan for no my no this can kwa. When you actually am bayon. Bobi ko fa kaya yoswa.
You see
hairdressers crowd there omo dey enjoy omo because of omo store.
Exactly.
Into omo dey
your friend income tax. Income tax now okay like kaya you obi handy money at your income tax which in principle I agree that we should increase the expand the scope can like kaya you begging maybe 1 cedi every day to do a job but to be a mason no be we juma dia they don't pay next to nothing which is very good point that a kaya you is paying. Why shouldn't a mason or Tyler pay? You see especially on register unfortunately no so I register put the ankobe way end of the year no be any returns in there.
Ghana another question. How many people even do?
Yeah, so I registered there. Or your enterprise there, you have to do inside no the better. But inject effective. But what register company
sports journalists or even sports or cry. I am mandated by GFA Constitution for the clubs to do. They don't do. I me Ghana team are now almost so yeah they were Ashanti Gold. Asa Kotokoni has in
they don't give their financial statement.
Ghana anybody say the file. When him say Ghana can say it is a crum how. Afibia go be filing the taxes.
Yes.
But how many people do? Ghana
but the
laws are just numb.
Yeah, that one there it's a bigger picture. I agree. Say in principle there, a Kaya you is paying income tax, but a Tyler or a mate or be a mate crap on your income tax, or be a mate or be a driver. They don't really pay direct income tax, which is an issue. But the truth is that I like the whole idea that how can the system be held? Anka and another more example like what happens elsewhere make one sanka wo fro bi no be clean wo fie krampa because woman $30 no I saw more be a gift voucher of maybe $2
or now this ask the man
yeah what the man no so the amount to call Walmart na wa Target no akoto wo so virtually no oto na be wa to be $2 cars be tension no woman ejuma wi not the amount then you also take it to a place and I just say that $2 will be refunded by Walmart to that company to the Bianca who head omo hwe sawe no so no Ghana be the district assembly that's what we should encourage anka wo Tyler na wo ba me fie we bia just no be me adwuma na wa charge me bia be 600 cedis no na nka be wo kra gift card of 20 cedis na ma je fi wonsem so in a way now I also benefit me so me taxes $2 20 cedis na ma je fi wonsem no I also go and present it at the end of the day so Walmart to pay that money directly to them so that there are little monies but at the end of the day it will still be guarded because here to me can say okay be from say be clean fee for 1 hour now woman no it be at 10 cedis I will say my tax. You see, once you start those systems in Ghana, no, a bit difficult for people. So I believe that is how it works. We don't call it like under the table, but tax tickets are over to at stores. Do you get me? So what I said there, that's how I think it should work. That Kaya you found it because they are at KJT, it's more easy.
Yeah.
But what about
they are easily identified?
The mate, the Tyler, the mason, the cleaner, or one kofie near the end of Koye Jumano. Only the young woman in tax. So we should find a way to bring all of them
in the taxation system.
On to say you're broadening the spectrum of maybe taxation. That this your first lazy I say because the
now when should that happen? Ghana country no yes mo check is can mo see the say
50 billion
plus dollars.
Ghana Ghana MTN crown internet so it take you forever.
MTN, I have friends in part they've been scammed. From no scam, call they don't do anything about it. They'll tell you that they are sorry.
Until say Ghana for no district by district no. In your board picture say registration.
I know say cry another day topic. Another topic. Sa MTN for no. Yeah. Chrono no mobile man for Ghana. Auto credit ani ewia ni nyina. You get how obetime report to communication company.
Yeah.
To FCC and the state to the investigation. I had no cry in time simple. But Ghana the way almost we are any other. Anyway, Unity Radio 103.9. Manu Yansha the issue of your friend is saying Parliament almost will come. I will say we will not allow the executive to run amok. Speaker warns. Now, Ningnan is a Speaker of Parliament. Kingsford Abambabin. What I say? We check chairman's abonsu budget abinded by no. Judiciary. He said Parliament need judiciary. Arms of government, and they should be strengthened to function efficiently and hold the executive in check. But as a bino and judiciary no any parliament or your budget are now at 2 March into a moment to mean your majumai. Meaning if you buy into this idea.
I think in principle is good, but it's more like
I say Parliament will not continue to work from their homes to do government business. Hence the need to resource the legislature to function effectively. Mr. Babin said this after the presentation of the business statement of Parliament for next week ending March 20th ahead of the budget statement. Now my point anyway, Parliament and also another area on another day.
But what where my bets off the table is that their systems are like the executive should not decide how much to give maybe a judiciary there because the constitution should be clear on it. That's your 3 arms of government with the 4th and be the media. Ghana there's a bit missing. Mobile watchdogs without any direct control. So the issue here is that if the executive Ghana and quite say all powers have been abrogated to the executive, they decide legislature. I think the system should be clear how much you should get in it, and I should be well negotiated, not like you are begging for it. But we will not allow, not just say if the executive decide to give you more, why are you going to also just push things for them to be done? Maybe in principle, that is why I'm a bit taken aback if he says this, that I looks like only judiciary have been neglected for long by the executive in Tisadia. We will not allow you to have your way near the end. Well, you can't say that, then people become a bit alarmed that is that how the system should work for you, because you are there to check them. Executive no. What they should give you what you deserve. And yes, say negotiable say my 100 million, no, you ben 50, okay, ben 150 amamu. If those things really come to the picture, then it becomes a bit backward for us as a country. But if in principle what they deserve is what they are going to get, their job there is to make sure that the executive does not have its way all the time. They will check them and make sure that things are rechecked. Whatever passes through the sieve is fine. We can always all testify to it. And or rigorously. Maybe over the years they've been neglected. Executive now imagine say any taxes and any decide say being quite this time caretaker finance minister be ready chair. Into ahead ahead of the budget statement. We shall cry he made some of these calls before you be ready say hey na dear way make sure say yeah dear any judiciary any so come adio. I expect you to do your job devoid of obi say almost amount of money, and as you say they should be taking so much care of you before you really get the job done for them. What you deserve, the constitution, the law, legally should be given to you. That one there, executive shouldn't even make a decision that okay, mafia, mafia. That I thought an idea in Ghana. No, I'm saying if you want say mafia, mafia, because you read out they've been kept out for long. Warned the house will not entertain noise making and heckling budget in a week before they read it. So just preempting them that wouldn't be young judiciary parliament legislature you should think about us as you are doing the budget, because you will not allow you to have your way near there. I don't think that is the best way to really go about it. It allows room for somebody deciding that lobbying That's okay. My mom will be $5,000. Won't push this idea with mommy, and that is not the culture we want to be preaching in Ghana. Should be that at the end of a two any constituency amount that power say okay, Opo, you are the one we think you have the requisite. Into future, when you get there, you should represent what the people want. Not all of them can win, but at the end of the day, in the best of your abilities, that you know what, Saturday we ebe boa me mind, ebe boa me constituent, ebe boa akwalebi or scholarship be ba, which mean a fair opportunity. One kwachi mota, he oko ejiso anaso oko say, which mean equal opportunity. And then I think it should be the first line in their thoughts. But if it should be based on yes, you yam want more, it can take something. Maybe I don't want to take his case out of context. Maybe he did not really mean it that way, that they're also looking for their fair share of money before they make some of the decisions. But allowing them or not allowing them, make sure that it's in the interest of Ghana first. But say at the end of Ghana, you think that PDS, Japagalam say we and Ghana, so we will not pass it. Not under my watch, just like obedience. He said, okay, when it comes to this, gayism, not under my presidency. There's no negotiation with it. At the end of Ghana, I expect them to use it as the first line. By Ghana, they are not allowing them because you have not been taken care of to also not help.
Okay,
that's the direction I want to.
Kalu Pekwa na yenhwe value for money issue no. They say abiding the proposals you know to your name for the year. Yenya daje na your time no because of the budget readout ninety. Monday we take it bit by bit, subject by subject, probably na yet to me. But yenhwe
and
I started with
President carried TB was seven. A seminal Okano. And then previously the government so
yes, I said Sika Muhiani, they don't give them enough money to function effectively and to keep the government in check. And to my neglect to say in short no any say neglect you.
Nagara deben distributed evenly. Baby back pay the be our can was I'm the Ghana we car first roads ni we are no be say one movie. So that baby your man for esu we call police department amaka say ranse na bia ya no no bia omodua mudi adwuma na bia nanse na head the sector na bia ambulance na that but still they are still lacking. Oko hospital beds send a go when I met you and you have to set up priority right then can say mine say yeah the normal go akwamna no mebe koya say we are developing nti ni nyana ye betumi esika ni na betumi ayeyi akova ba be cover no omuntumi momodens ombe distributor e say the says can crack na dia abanti omomodens say ka crack no betumi dia so no because all this one na no time na edisi for no next carry the mom na so men ka say enye the same.
Oh, say atwa so sana say omo kasa and they have the right to talk. It doesn't matter the time.
Oh, we say man so near decay. It is ask am ko first kind of thing. And the baba be.
No, but like say na okay, but the point here is that give them enough that will let them function effectively. But it looks like maybe I inform more because they can't do their job. Let me just say the constitution should allow them to have their fair share, not somebody deciding for them. I think that's the only caveat. No, fair share, no, they will not allow.
Fair share, no, open a fair share in what range?
See, they can't function.
I said they budget mom.
They can't function effectively because maybe the money that is being given them, the budget is too low. I just saw police in Adina was similar problem. The culture of silence. Ghana okay be you with it. But
no
budget. So the budget the government is supposed to budget for them.
The country in a broad spectrum and a broad perspective. No, I say who say man ska you ska bebre. I bet me dey o
Kalu Shadi asem na okay. Say Niska. You Jessica for this, you Jessica for that. If the judiciary and the legislature needs budget, which is justifiable and justified, so somebody budget that is what we're going to look into our next topic. Value for money. Don't they your friend is saying implode and you can't say implode budget money. So the point is now the Kuma won't even what is loan? How do you define loan?
No,
Loan is repayable.
Ghana for Cromuntia.
How do you know? You don't just know. No, men speculate. No. If you want to do a program on that, a research on that, and find out and come and tell me, say, Ghana MPC deal.
4 years later, they're more Omutia.
Kalusha, yes, I'm now. Find a cash.
4 years from Bekono. A car now,
a loan yet from
pay.
Yet from source.
Yeah. 50,000 car no within 4 years.
Especially those who get appointments. Amuko committees, you know they are there. You know how much money they need. If they feel say something is not right, how do you define loan? Loan they say is ika jisan tuya na ba. Oh, speculate and answer who can some papa.
Speculative rather there's true and iota of truth in it.
And to be a speculative and iota.
What me say? Your mama has got a mistake cast no. Cast no my area low. No, who proof? Huh? Who proof? Me proof. We cover proof no way.
Oh, sir, but wait me find out. You are a journalist.
Yeah, I can find out, but they won't tell me. I didn't know.
What do you mean they won't tell? Your freedom of information.
No. I did say, oh, say you got a parliament, you know. Say because it's kind of by a both political, you know, NDC and people for no. Say we say about Okobisa Omonka. Okobisa NDC near Obemianano, MPP near Obemianano because you know come on. Loan didn't mom in at the same time. I don't quite say Mamma is Grashano. Mr. Cass said the Mamma Crana. I've a letter on number Cocrana. Maybe a Munto Unchama Emanisaya. Near Santis Canas Buam, so more cons, yes, I found out a tram for. That won't be. Opo. Give us a break. Speculation. Speculate here. You should give us a break. Almost sky, only yes, Kanya. I'll find that Kakra. No money here.
Manu, the issue of value for money, Ghana, about reading the budget to us. But a biggest problem, and I'm fan to a different, you didn't mean phone call here, and I will pay some for cost.
No, I'm good.
I cut 30 minutes number one. Yeah, and he wants to buy a book of furniture.
5 minutes.
No, time cut.
5 minutes.
No, Monday. The time because we started our picky calls.
We'll
go into the Yabako news. My catch us 30 minutes. Me person vigorously and get into some value for money. Beginning with you, Manicho. Ghana, Yabeka say Yadika 100 billion, Yadika 1 billion. Now Abaya Bebe ready. You say Obatampa program kwa Ghana 100 billion Batampa program, unprecedented investment in our economy. Chairman Zabonzo asem no. Rebecca Sebe Kumasi Highway Road, and then he did mention about the inland port. I Wobuankra. Rebecca say 1 kilometer road will be constructed. We allocated Sika say, but menu nim saying Manu Ghana value for money is seriously lacking. A coin bayina yebetumi afaso ama budget we aba any Ghana going forward yet to me get value for money. What do we need to do? And then I say in Central 4 year the role in every aspect. Journalists a role is saying, civil society's role is saying, abuying also a role is saying if possible because abuying the say I know ministers or the contract the procurement agencies ni kwanye fasukra procure contract ni ade. I mean, a case in a point. The interim perception value for money. No. A case in a point. Coronavirus, $150 testing fee. Near Jew airport. Who some precaution. Ba na no ma say airport na nkasa kura yeah. They no honor point of infection or whatever. Yes, near mom sika no $4 per test. $4. Na agency knows and why now? I mean, are we serious?
I think it's a bigger topic. It's any kind you ever try say you ever share your dream.
Yeah.
I found but let me say you blocks at least and about the talk I say what you completed 28.
Yeah, was it Mahamadian
about completed 28 of them.
Some I say budget need the basu and Monday.
Exactly. Already na we are still trying to get
subject by subject.
Yes,
and then
it's interesting. There are lots in there. Initially no me doing say but I think a lot was
that 28 no. Unity Radio Yebema reporters ni bi ska. No more could find out on mine.
Yes. Exactly. Value for money. I think idea here pa you can value for money then you just getting the best at least at a very low price. Getting the best of services. You can say idea no corner say we $10, we $2. I didn't pay me for $2 but maybe in terms of quality $10 in the amount. I say Chroma, so we to watch about $10,000. We better watch from $100. Ninya be more time. Ninya be last for 10 years. But it will be born 10,000. On you can say, oh, he was not smart into one way. But if you got a system, I think just like you said, start right from procurement. Right from procurement, there is a systemic failure. And I'm yet to me because nipa crowd pay jumanano. One ebisan says he a skilled person. Does he have the requisite experience to really do the job? Is he getting the job on merit? All these things must be brought to play. Me as a technical person, I define technical evaluation and financial evaluation. More often than not, you share financial you be share technical first because the financial sometimes supersedes the way because we spend 4 billion, we spend 1 billion, and you might be forced to take the 1 billion because when you say 4 billion is out of gear. But it's still fine. It will be an engineer's estimate. Engineers and so I say okay, you need 2 billion a year into anything below. First, no na Ghana sanity before the procurement act, I had a chance to practice. And then here you say lowest bidder. No need to engineer's estimate. Engineer and say I didn't 10 cities. Into Binya or so by 5 cities, you throw the person off. So I didn't want to me. Don't come and waste our time. But Procurement Act 2003 no change the whole phase that a lowest bidder technically saying, but when you're qualified in Kwan dear, so to me, Jumano, you have a different performance bond. So say what you to when you perform, you go and take the money and a performance insurance. But the idea here come has teach you and I say yeah, if interest to you yeah. Right from procurement, and you realize that you're a bit come. You don't say into me can crowd. Just a case in point here, airport today. Exactly. At the end of the company was incorporated less than.
I really appreciate how you went back to explain for your listeners. Need viewers to be able to say, but me per se, I'm going to say free year. Say all the 10 billion at also by so by maybe the 5 billion at the amame. 5 billion no cross. Say you 5 billion no so juma. Only the big and I'm happy you brought the airport
yes unfortunately in some cases is the person a skilled person does he have the requisites on merit so bit me because also being 5 billion one maybe he's not really just qualified for it. I'm going to say he's qualified but the truth is even in the 5 billion be your contract say 1 billion and sana my fight amount more often than not the job is won because it money be banana near say oh sir constituency DNA, where DNA, it's sold to a particular group of people. Then they will decide that okay, over from say, oh, Pomenia contract, you see me for 200 pickups in Bragana and come with my amami. Say, on background, oh, I boned the dean or say the back will be $50,000. You to me $50,000 and also I could buy at the end of the day no a bit one way see where 75,000 no oh but we near Ghana and also okay maybe at 10,000 you better to so once I didn't be 50,000 but the car itself no accessories is not any because when you say I will change the what car na be the more you want the nyama passion no na price no cost your car's price one and a basic because this is a basic car. Oh, but me pay soundproof, me pay roof baby amami, me pay Bose speakers, me pay say. Until the more they put in more stuff for you, been put carpet that kind of nampono. Ope branded carpet. Be could be Amazon and answer one matter koto. Oh, you'll be on man, see $500. Oko one matter when you be $30 a goom. Until the more you want, the more they will spec the car for you. Until that is the problem that I see happening in Ghana. That right from procurement, the person on your jumanano, yanana can we say, Massa, say neko, na engineer and so oti baby I saw show me jumano koso. If it tries to be so difficult, in a pam nephew. Because at the end of the day now, a jumbo na put share home or where there or your party when Sufia, where you say. Inside then I've done any more him say at times you see another problem nebano. I tell my more road sector no. Nipa maybe I saw your cubes, concrete cubes, not about near crash. You won't strengthen we are. That's a you won't say strengthening ya. Other obey ya didn't if you want them and now you say better change something being count. Nipa better than him, I didn't fail you or they are caught lab money will say fail. I did we say yeah in your 2 years in Pebe say ebe say no na obi forcing some sign one sign ya then na pressure fi akra abano so say why you background we adwuma no
because ya 1 billion did that and say all we want to know is more wie 2 years say I am fa ho
exactly they don't care about the quality no bia fa no yet cost cost price down at the engineer or be a worker say, and unfortunately in Ghana, no say, Kakra me who UK say, at least, what number 10 Downing Street, and that's why we are. Prime Minister, that is his job. Obi say obi a Royal Institute of Architects. Nejuma no. Obi a chartered surveyor. Nejuma no. Obi nje politician ko kan che obi architect say ejuma we no. Twesi anamaji say. Typically happen around the 2000 range. Am ka ya road there say that road be 10 billion no. Na politician ka just say no say crazy we no ye mpene. Yeah the way remember to am just 2 billion no. Nti mu do engineering na ade na mfa. Obi engineering na we no. Be bo no hia covet. Uko kromo wakwaye we say nsuo to ededa me chest but say we share covet or no raise we no what the covet in shower dey no bo bedding so virtually no if you rise from design phase ni sika na edeba no kra no there's a bigger problem but no put there near more engineering and culturally we have to remove it from our system but the bigger problem now is that the politicians ni ade no mo share no they are not allowing the system to run so virtually no ade no panka laptop na ka say $1,000 no we be akwa no 4,000 say oh for $4,000 remember na pass it through 4,000 or supply 1,000 pieces so no crown extra 300 now even the 1,000 4,000 so ko fa na ni bakro na waka cho so man kamenya bia mam 1,000 yes yon 4,000 no oktan ko ton ye be $300 dey aba so you eventually get very cheap materials at very exorbitant prices and that is what is happening from supply through construction to everything even service provision services provision I mean now for a more for momunya oil company or local content I catch him say this is my local content but within 1 year me Ghana for 10 beko Italy kwesua there by 2 years they will come back and occupy spaces here no omo kwaton by 2 years nobody is taking them for that training yembio money maybe each person €1,000 in background no ni age no team but the Ghanaian
this thing's going on with Ghana. Abai no ya no mo ya aware. And I say
very good question. Mostly they are aware, but you see the chain reaction. The chain reaction is from the top.
Exactly. That's what happened. Mr. President, this contract we can do with 80 million, but let's make it 160. 50 another can ya chairman kolana wasiano. You
see before the public judgment and on the president and so on powers that be let me not make it no because I'm attacking the chair powers that be no to say before he's getting the job now listen if you are crying about so Venza Company Limited na Toyota Company Limited so you go through everything you be publish your papers by the end of the day nipa na bet somewhere you see discretionary powers to give that job to someone. And yamo use on the final evaluation document in the they can frivolously frame somebody up. So,
and then I'm a person. I was looking, and then I'm a budget new year. Now me kaita mananadu year candidate, or challenging President Mahama then on so many levels. Value for money. Article back on December. That was I think 2014 about Kaswa interchange.
Yes.
Okay, Kaswa interchange.
Kaswa na cycle crowd was huge.
No, Kaswa dianu crowd. Since I come Kaswa dianu na me cramaker. The deal was $172 million.
Yeah.
Nanado catch President Mahama say, Sikano, bloated, and we can do with half of the money. So inti our leaders nunim say. Ghana because unim this article making oku research Akufo-Addo challenges Mahama to reopen tender on bloated Kaswa interchange project and you read it tells you how much the project was for and how much Nanado Sikano say half but then fast forward Nanado becomes the president. The same thing he was challenging Mahama on project, just like you said, Kaswa interchange, cycle, Pokuase, airport, and Nema Bebre. Same thing now, challenging value for money, a lot of scandals also happened under Nanado. A lot has to do with this same thing, bloated government contract or value for money lacking. And we can talk about a couple of them. You know, say a Mary scandal. You know, say Mary Mahama and signing here. MPP made a lot of noise, but they came and renewed under some under controversial controversial circumstances. Also, okay, boast so you know 15 million contaminated fuel. And then you go to Kelny, the popular Kelny GVG deal.
Yeah.
On some of them, it has to some of them it has to go back. They are cotiso, and sani diaba ebi okra ni asan cancel. So, and then you talk about the 25 billion bond saga.
Bond
na no bond. And then the Sino-Hydro deal.
Yes.
And then you can also talk about the PDS, your favorite.
Yeah, PDS
scandal. So, the point in is Nanado some few years ago, challenger President Mahama so Ghana's go Ghana bro.
Yeah.
Fast forward, Nanado become president. Controversial contract that you don't expect, say. And Mampania candidate or no Mampania or THR until last week na make us say our leaders only become patriotic. Omo be dog Ghana when omo co-opposition.
Yeah.
Omo ni bie only when they are not in power. And so omo ba power there now omo show greedy lens. Greedy lens. And fumfa said Baba Kusibuafo or see a friend of fumfa anywhere.
Yeah,
I can say lens. I should know an accommodation.
Yeah, you couldn't. I think you've summed it up. And interesting, also, sometimes I think they just say it to win the power. But the other part of me, Soka Chairman, say they are in there and they know what they are saying. If President Akufo-Addo will say Mahama bloating,
yeah,
that's also off power. Not saying this worker say Akufo-Addo bloating. Who are you to say they are lying?
On-sign retender.
Yeah, retender because it's too much. It was a Brazilian.
I think we can finish with half.
Yeah. You see, and the point here is that's why I wanted to go to the engineering field. We make the engineers and architects and staff in Ghana look like they are stooges, they are poodles, they are chihuahuas.
And are they not? Just like you said, don't they sell their conscience? Because my example, and this is in your area. Okay, say ebia concrete ibi ohun senye say bubu near tugu. But nipa nim say no the question for 2 years. Engineer no will just certify for the people to
because he might lose his job.
Exactly.
Where I agree with say be on he might because Ghana no the way the constitution was made, I don't know. But the politician is the first person in Ghana. Who say
and yet
technocrats and kayema omunso and common special field. I say we World Bank now we head na obi figures chartered account any figures no control is for zero share I say we
unfortunately Hania running federal type of system no. Charlie Baker is our governor. He's our president more or less.
Yes.
And Joe Biden is federal president.
Exactly.
Charlie Baker, Joe Biden can tell Charlie Baker say there are some limits to what Joe Biden can tell states to do. Even then run a state of address I know account about COVID what he wants the states to do no. And no mo share law who say emra ma ho kwan so betumi akachire state na nsa no obeka. But what I'm trying to say is say so your governor now kachire Kalusha engineer now catch Kalusha say falsify this, do that. No him say be tainting integrity and the license will be revoked. Until now it goes back to licensing system, taxation system and onye da. And obetumi aba bete wo to. Just look at what happened to Como.
Yes.
Como nya enye ono an ba bonten beka say enipa na ewu no ono an tiso. Obi oye adwuma ma no. And the beka said this is what he did.
Yeah.
On one staff, or he's the state president of New York. On one staff, and a betinit.
I say, like Omo Ghana, I say, states and I quite say country.
Yeah, into
the president, I say AU president.
Exactly.
Well, I said the whole Africa. Sometimes
the United States of Africa.
Over America, now appreciate a state is like a country. I need to like Ghana.
Who said Trump will catch time now? Yeah, second COVID relief. Now catch state in say unemployment or 100. Now states in for now be 400 in so. State be a catch say. Massachusetts didn't do it. Other states, I think there only 1 or 2 states. Now, almost federal government cannot force the state to do.
There are lines you don't cross.
What can we do, Manucho? Where were you money area now? Now, when say concrete, yes, yet as a sanky bubunia to gunia for a replace, but because Melusuma Juma, Matifi, a be so be crowd how a politically inclined with the bino or also our Jinjina and our Jenny dear Ashan.
It was a whole systemic failure. a whole system in failure because
we don't think alike.
Well, yes. Now, countries have done it and it's working. So we can only recopy the model. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. Say, your question said will be a Bob.
Exactly.
Bob or the then a shame. Obi a Bob neither. Concept in because here the NCC you're more politician. The president appoints and disappoints people. Even head of highways now, presidents they be in about or control
projects in procurement
and they pay.
Yeah.
So can be to Ministry of Finance they chair most of the project. Until at the end of the day, papa certificating koda or chairman. So I think just like you said, it's a system in if fairly basis on me we need to change mass billion when that
is why
the constitution itself is the problem because making the president more powerful.
We'll look at that next week because my question Kalusha but my main same way constitution sama kofaba onza na no so far anti-bill free programs no kase constitution some people boycotted which was MPP people no MPP for boycotted Rollins say constitution no time Rollins tia konwa so no president Kufuor na na adomu nyina kan say constitution no I am emboldening the president with every power in Ghana until they called for constitutional reforms fine fast forward Kufuor became president Kufuor betena konwa so no and no formal committee to say the oba be wanye no di na 8 years we because ono so betena konwa so no and who say de na eden abba one empe power
exactly
wanye fast forward Mahama by not Mills by nothing happened everyone saying Mahama should be 4 years ono so one empe power na nado enso by 4 years ni we di ni 5th or run the 5th year mo what is our constitutional reforms but nanado enso war opposition no no onye president no they felt the need to do that inti yare no wo ho say yempeni for just like you said yempeni for no betena konwa no so hwie no mu say abba
the power
on the all power belongs to Jesus.
Yes.
Ghana no physically no all power
Ghana gas spokesperson po except president na yi Ghana gas we also be in position Ghana gas na munya PR keke no ti Accra on kohonumpo the president appoints everybody even speaker will be power district assembly power so kasa no be come then the influence is there
from the top
and I wanna also person open here and I'm just your family will even tell you are stupid opo
na be Ghana yi
apartment maybe more feeder roads na engineer young engineer me gigi na yi me akotamale makoya na apartment
you atamale ye be you the crab betenfi
say they will start on be man here they will make it difficult for you no about because we are civil servants and someone here man here there then with signature crime do Accra they don't even care about you again so virtually your own family after you pamu 2 years now when you are more trade animal dinner because you are stupid you had a job and you went there na mempene na me Ghana ye e kwan we there mempene na wo call radio station na wo ye dede at the end of the day you will be sacked then your family will suffer if you are be en family home fine you can choose that approach but when they are journalists in Accra come do mo dey be mo kan okre obi so abema within 1-2 years no mo fi o trasa akoni ade so there are choices that people have to make but I think and the last time make our say we need a revolution once they get and the revolution is with the mind not with the gun sometimes make I believe because we are evolving America evolve so we be an crazy count but yakeche you hear people who let us run sometimes I practice what America is practicing UK is practicing institutions work
manu on say say yesterday constitutional democracy 92 how many years
29
nti na Kalusha can graduate na me buofu no ya graduate na che it's about time say be radical kakra
you see how radical can we be and na be sound
how radical can we that's a very good question how radical can we be if you don't have the media in Ghana seeing it as you see
exactly
and putting your pen in front to work.
Yes, and you lose friends. I've lost friends because they feel you are too vociferous. Maybe I'll better.
News Ansana. Na me wishe me yiri nua ketua Ghana. Manucho. So ni Becky.
Oshe.
So ni Becky.
No hu me ye. Becky dey say. Becky beba.
Yeah, me yiri nua. Me yiri magin nua. Pat Thomas. So ni Pat Thomas.
Yeah, do boy man.
No, not the Pat Thomas music production. Yeah, as I say, oh, Pat Thomas phones.
Yeah.
Kumasi ni Ghana baby ne bag girl.
Okay.
Your friend Becky. Say me yere Emma minu na Pat Thomas wara no. Ti enne also ochina any birthday.
Oh, okay.
See our share on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Our share Kumasi Adum.
Imagine a number, maybe wishing a special birthday.
Imagine a number.
Exactly.
Imagine a number.
Opo.
Maybe Sakeke.
Wow, sure.
Opo,
imagine number made that.
Mama wishing me renew massa.
Oh. Why some brief massam so make it.
There be more room for me. Hey, Maza. Me
massam ni o.
Betina me gbagba wie na mkofi na ma anye de esa me ya.
Ne obedi crab wa.
The media
da cry there.
Oh, we do na o waza. Oh, share inche o, wade. Ai. Enti ma me wishi.
Me se wan chai.
I shall want you. He's interested.
I kwa ho.
Want to spell a mention. Want to spell a mention.
It's your white.
Oze.
Walk fast, my baby.
I like over Batron.
Meja farmer. It's my wish Becky happy birthday. Best I wishing answer. Oh, the marriage. Kawasam. Who are my wishing special. The news knows already started.
That's what I make her say. Segana, you enjoy so bidi bonia. Oh, near Fafu. You are Fafu. Near Katese Munjana. Sano Manebeko.
Yeah, power resides in the top. At the top.
Oh, so Obiako bonia. Well, you my figure across those kind of seven. I got what you like to know. As I didn't air cost no be a friend say, hey, I can't know about the Mundano because I yet not say a cocoa and a cocoa and go for two.
Yeah, perhaps somebody are facing now. Yam perhaps somebody are near. You can see now. No,
10% never.
If I are now, can I say former MPP Northern Regional? No, chairman in your friends. You cook.
Yeah. Afoko. Gregory.
Oh, and
it's still in jail.
10%, you know. Oh, a procurement process, and Koye, or more money, over far crano. You have fat political heads, or they are to be a woman, a Jumano. Now, fee, or my cottage or more cat in the Swaviano, or be a bonina, a cochino. Nay, a free phone say, Yendano, or post say, Yendasa, and no mana, and some I can win and a quack. And some
would they allow you? We be police in your junior rank or complaining a boss see there. Yeah, on my back sitting and on my fan pin for them for your chubby see and jano. Or no do one man on Marco Sati. Now, me boss be no catch him so no time or young boy no who said bit car papa be trim now back to front. I said, Bema, you must say you are talking over the fan bar. Or no on your boss not in the far one fan punch. Oh, one fan punching who say I sank or send no dinner. You're posting me an over Tiasia.
Yeah, by Kakumo. The president of the EU. Allegations in
and Oscar Cortez, vociferous Democrat, no lady, no a very or House of Representatives. She's added her voice right now. Said Kumo should resign.
Oh,
the make just say Democrat for no akra na pushi Kumo to resign. And your Republicans.
Ghana now Ghana MP akoko di boni akoko china tunu. Mo say ya frɛ GIP say dey yenjano say yenjasa IGP say yenjano say yenjasa no man na obi e de kwan akwakomo bi na first road minister e say hwɛ kwan enya kwan no wo so akodo 10%.
Ocasio Cortez Nadler joined New York lawmakers demanding Kumo resign. All Democrats and omo pushy Democratic governor out because of misconduct and alleged of sexual harassment. So this is a country we are talking about.
And I say so you first journalism there because me makwa where you my about program asia untumi ma 5,000 I remember sharing some say
no
the Tommy
you can do
it me
Bagana they now gio
o say
Kalusha almost now ji papa yes na has me kotoko phone me the na gio
you see the
me sole no na me ji free no me sole no na me ji free sponsors ho sponsors there but say
what show be now ya ma be 5 Ghana be 10 Ghana be no o this kind of man back we to awie say journalists so you be try say say no you be vigilant you be play a role as a journalist papa you can say mo say as o mo can say ma won't me fa baby scan ko ma say
no so be
Chris Como say onje no better in a first in open in address
they make money omo pesos
they pay them well
no they pay them well
obeza me you
6 million a year 10 million a year
and the Sinkupa edgy the last week I went through Omoles
millions.
Relevant in the society. The sponsorship. Yeah. Sponsorship.
Yes.
But Ghana, you know, Obe Shada, Obi or your program you cry about MPBD, Obi are Shada Faka. I said, you remember Chow. Near Mabia 50 Ghana. 50 Ghana, they are man, that's about to come.
Oh, yeah, send there.
I don't know. It's Ghana, journalist, Soleno, Ejaji, na say, Obi a money.
Job at Ashen,
Obi a money.
Or 12 million a year. That and be one endorsement in the income.
1 million a month. 1 million a month.
No, be a money. That's say, a gentleman money, money need.
Don Lemon. Don Lemon, no, Jibe 4 million, baby.
Oh, as a gentleman need, say, you just had a non market ticket. Or man, as my becana, they be a Kusiaga.
But maybe I say after reading the Professor Jampo article, no, say American democracy, your transitional, you're consolidating year. It's still very fragile. I agree. I agree that we should be running. We should not be waiting.
Small bribes, no man can take it in. And a country, you say phobia, but we are no baby. Procurement officer, no, I said I nephew. They didn't maybe show no. Maybe or NDC maybe a director, and they didn't bet to an MPP director and a bet you. And you no bar on Pelbia or what's that one there? Or qualified no better
Ghana sanity.
Qualified. Now, besides, Obana say, Omoko baby, you cannot cast you with the end, sir. But you know, my nephew, no phobia be show.
Ghana sanity.
And that's what to on Bana say, that can say. How you say near Cocotono, your toa, your more beer, or no, your phone, how moon. The young Cophobia the one now radical.
But year 2000, yes, I proceed on leave, for time nearby. I mean, democracy was young, but a by at least. And CEOs near the now were taking off. You realize, NDC for they cried wolves. I'm 2008. He also did the same thing. Okay, yes, me your money now. So I got to the stand that public toilet in assemblymen in Pono. It's a big fight. Assemblyman, the party, but no very much. Because it's been given to them as part of their. I'm going to so no more accounting to the ABR, the KMA near the end. They fight at that level. Like even football pitch in the crowd, also in your control. So till those things, little things leave our system. They mean you best of and it's a whole system. System breakdown.
Break it down. Break it down. So I don't want to take it away and high no. So bribe, corruption, those kind of stuff. No. If a baby can crack crow, if it grassroots, no.
And you see, I don't blame them because Nipanana.
Yeah, and
we pretend we lie to ourselves.
Fox News guy na make us say, oh yeah, declaration na.
Yes.
Yeah, a friend of bread buy. Or G7 million a year.
A lot of money.
Yeah, Scott Pelley G7. Richie Madu or no MSNBC Lady B 9 to 10. Richie Madu, yeah, or G7 million. Yeah. Carson Tucker, Unipan Fox, 6 million. Yeah, Lawrence O'Donnell, 5 million. On an American. Aaron Burnett, CNN, yeah, Onipano. 3 million.
They pay them so well. Yeah. So why would they be confident? And they work themselves out there. Young America, we are 300 million. We are just mentioning a handful. At least the truth is they work their way. They work their way to getting those ones.
Next week, next week we'll look into for pa because Rebecca say about banchi they can we yachi
for me it's beyond journalism because me meet here na say we am bra we am bra na me bomb pass we na position
I will start the things that happen in Ghana no mama kasem chiro krom ha nya heavy those things happen here but the thing is that the journalists uncover all those things and they'll report that is the problem we have okay say corruption in America corruption but they will catch you, they will uncover, they will report just like Wakano. How could have CNN taken Donald Trump, the president of the whole America, to court and CNN wins? That's Ghana and to say Yakadundum for radio station, you're saying go radio gold near the Ading. Other radio stations operating on the same platform.
So it
can happen here.
Change.
So, until the system has to start. The system has to start with the media. Until Donald Trump, who said the all yenya na I feel no attacking media no fake media because on him say they will broadcast whatever goes on and into all the kind attend to image, but Americans think differently than we do in Ghana because Ghana no said the last week near Kano insu cry insu ayenom yakala no MPP NDC. So, into media landscape, Nankasa is sharply divided. The only NDC, you know, our political show, no MPP. You need people who are patriots and say MPP was no more yen a few are there almost that's the point. That is how we have to go. As I said, you people who are on say you pro Democrat station, MSNBC America, and they all Fox for Republicans, but this is how the system CNN works here. CNN no in between no, but this election
Fox pro Fox no they don't
no make us because CNN this year winner obi who says CNN were more Democrats because of not only a Democrat but because of Trump. Because no attacking from fake and no more uncover Trump. And Neoma Bibri until be or Trump Nibia feels CNN is against Trump. That is how the whole thing. But come story by tell mo hate. That is how they are. So woman they stand out said they'll praise you. If it is un-American, they call it. That is how they call it. If it is un-American, they'll fight because they believe that country no comes first before any person. But then again, if they're not making no, Osha, Ahano, Joe Biden say go and listen to Fox News. Go what they and you may be on your brand. They are always on here. Yeah, they are anti. They make you know into who no ya no krano. Unim say oh atamfo and ya atamfo per se but me using
it is good. I mean
lose
I get you, but yeah, that's the stance they uncover the other side
who have already taken extreme stance against you.
Yes.
Until even though unim say MSNBC or almost you pro no nkofo no who also people watch your anti-station no more.
Yes.
Until you always want to be on guard.
Exactly.
Until say Republicans so bar MSNBC is always on top on you almost criticize all the time until himself Fox will hobby defend you there but people will watch MSNBC more because they want to hear the weakness in you and but Ghana there journalists need to say MPP bar let's go with MPP NDC bar let's go with NDC until no ni baby ojina kasa declare me stance or anti I had your bar me yes I had and one say we bar yes MPP bar yes you ya kotoka mo ya must we sika say NDC baba you hear these same people yes asato omunso ha so that is why I'm saying say your media landscape in Ghana ntina adaro me ka say so we century ni wo Ghana na nyankopon ma one etna microphone achi ebi mu nimnyansa benchen but God has given you that opportunity thinking say ube use up or platform no dia boa ama chikromo ni Kalusha Kromo Krasi ni bi oti duase aban no putu to work ama na ye accountable aye adwuma papa boa san kwala no asabi omo ye voiceless na unyame ama voice for them no so but say journalism and sorry wo Ghana na ya inside the way we do our journalism in the country and penifo no be fire for da bia na da bia ka say gradual no kra mampo na ayadwuma gradual process I Kalusha preaching it will even work because the people who are supposed to put them on their toes no are on their side until na dynamic say ebi o ha wutie news na manucho uti you starting news item na say news no negative kra the anchor will add the sentiment before especially a country casters before on cast story in you know now are defending was say story no crowd dance na obeka enti obema won say o baby story ba asem krofo mpe asomasi asem crowd no mo ka asem to no so meanwhile the story has true facts.
I agree. This is unadulterated. Okay, there. That's our bigger problem in Ghana.
Journalism.
And maybe it starts from maybe getting somebody to pay them well.
Yeah.
Then you can go forward.
Exactly.
They talk with power because they stay in plush areas and they won't be
very true. But Manucho, if that is the case, Ghana the international camera and behavioral issues na manage on. Says I net there and the big guns na more Ghana. You find say omo mo asia na omo ni sika no kra na ejeje bribe. Akasifo ne Ghana e ka to say top politics critical 10 hoster the pa na betima ka form
they are biased.
It say nye sika nko a omo nye sika no kra more no that so ye no more. Yeah, of course. Omo kra na ye more
recruit the young ones
and take them. Omo ase no kra omo ni sika no kra ye fair minded and they are neutral and they are patriotic then.
Who paper they will absorb you and take you.
And as Ghana so a radio station be no say phone say Oba Kasa radio so omo say they are selling you. But omo say wona Obama say radio na konenim. It is kind man no omo wi a organ e wi a say kwai lala sulala.
Exactly.
That's they are
so that no no why.
And
take for because they are for time bebre abusan de mu si aba ma me wish me yere Becky Patomas eba Becky all the way Kumasi Edum Thomas phones una share so Edum branch no and ochina your birthday may we show happy birthday in advance because you ochina may you age with grace, may everything positive life has to offer be your portion as you live. Nyamisha, you are such a wonderful darling. Nyamisha wati me nua kuma ama no chupe ne number memfa ma no because
na one ebe we no na so ba me na me chen krom obeba na me hu krom ewe
no wa chen krom
me chen krom
okay wati
so ni how cry
okay ma me wish Becky happy birthday
ka je so donda wo da day all day ade on wo wa mo so wa
happy birthday to you happy birthday dear happy birthday to you.
Okay, that is for you, Becky, all the way in Kumasi. Thomas phones Edum. Happy birthday to you. Abu said Musi, I'm on fan chance and Yamantem as usual. Now a budget in India. Yam for course. Anybody be free, but we couldn't pick any call because near Persia Kasaka. Yami Admo, Yanamubisha, Jordan, the Dakar Bremo, Dan Auto Repairs, Nabi and Babrin Saloon, Richie Auto School, Raf G-Man Driving School, Sanso, and a big Olubi and Babrin Hair Salon. I'm not Chikrum. Asamas Trading. And I feel Anochi Cold Store. Omunyina Taichi KM Raf Roofing. Omunyina boy in Chidom Nedijum Diabramo. Yanko Peace, Yanko Fa News, and Ramonyami Adma, Juada, Yanmubisha, Ned Anopa Bosuo, so Asan Atuamuso. Yakramo.
Gatanga boko, Nini na wabo boss, na mama yentie send you